Peace. Mm. Uh. Happy now. Now is the vibrate. Not too far in the future. Not too far in the past. Right now, man. Right now. Just right quick, I wanted to speak on how much you know, we are vessels for source. We are basically, like I said in one video, we are like foot soldiers for our higher self. And as much as we get into this, law of attraction situation and being a deliberate creator, you know, fact remains that we don't necessarily control anything, you know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, that's why everything is so much about meditation and getting out of the controlness of your ego and all the analytics of your ego, because we're just supposed to allow high vibrations to move through us. And as they move through us, that's like all these people, like say for instance, Nikola Tesla, all these profound people, profound poets, all this, they let energy flow through them. It wasn't like, oh, Nikola Tesla thought of all these inventions. Nah, he let the energy flow and he was channeling, information from different beings that was just way advanced compared to what things were in the time he was in. But basically, you know what I'm saying, we are just vessels, you know what I'm saying? And matter of fact, I made a video about that, like a radio that just picks up, you know what I'm saying, a vibration and we tune into the certain frequencies, which that's a real personification of what we really do. You know what I'm saying? On the as above, so below aspect, we are everything we make. But basically, a lot of us we tend to think, you know what I'm saying? Well, even with manifesting things, it's like, oh, we control it, like trying to be a deliberate creator, but just realize that it's really energy flowing through us, you know what I'm saying? We are a vessel, you know what I'm saying? That's it. We're a vessel for our higher self. It's not no actual like where we have actual control. This is a whole because a lot of this stuff is already written in prophecy in essence. That's why most of our spirit guides can't tell us too much because it could mess up, a prophecy and the way things, play out for us. And matter of fact, mess up our journey. Why would you choose to come on a journey only to channel or entity that basically tells you everything about your journey? Now it's almost like no point to even continuing, you know what I'm saying? But also I want to say like reason why all of most of the conscious vloggers, most of us who do videos on YouTube, all that, and I say conscious for lack of a better word, but most of the people teaching others to be their greatest version and bringing up all this occult information, all this spirituality information. It seems like we're all almost talking on the same subjects, you know what I'm saying? Especially as of lately, you know what I'm saying? Where, I might say a video on this and then Infinite Waters come 3 days later with the situation. Or, Red Pill, Blue Pill might say this today and then, it comes down to me. Or, like everything is flowing, you know what I'm saying? You're starting to see how much we are interconnected and how much we are vessels where we all starting to just channel from that same source, you know what I'm saying? It's almost like we go to the astral planes, like they got like a little course for vloggers on the astral planes, and we all go to the same spot to get the information as far as the memos of things that need to be spoken on in this moment. And then we bring that back down, and then we let that information be channeled through us, you know what I'm saying? But it's not no control. Like this is not call rate necessarily a universal frequency. I mean, well, it may be universal frequencies, in essence, but this is not my egotistical, call rate conjuring up thoughts. This is a flow of energy just flowing and passing through me. I am a vessel, you know what I'm saying, for my higher self and for source, you know what I'm saying? And matter of fact, it's another reason why, you know, all of us bloggers and all this, on that same attunement as far as information, because also we're all in alignment with the high dimensions. We're all tapped in, you know what I'm saying? So basically, we kind of all, you know, kind of having that common subject matter. Like I say, we all going to the certain little class in the astral planes and coming back with the same information because, we all tapped into the high dimension and it's all, you know, basically the things that need to be taken care of right now is being channeled to all of us in essence, you know. Matter of fact, and then just also when the ego is in control, then that's when the ego has control. That's basically when your vessel belongs to the ego. As a matter of fact, and when your vessel belongs to the ego, that blocks all the intuition, all the channeling, all the information, you know what I'm saying? Those impulses from your inner source that you're supposed to be following doesn't come through whenever you're in your ego, you know what I'm saying? Whenever you playing whatever little role you're playing and overthinking and being over analytical, you blocking the information, you're blocking your true self from flowing into your being, you know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, and I spoke on that. Matter of fact, I just posted something on Instagram about that, like, where even it's personified even in DMT trips and then, psychedelic trips where whenever you go to overthinking and analyze and you feel kind of confused, you feel like you're torn two ways, like it can almost make for a bad trip because you're not letting the flow of things, you're getting, matter of fact, it comes from a fearful place because you're kind of overanalyzing because you're fearful of, going with the flow of this source energy. And reason why you're fearful, not only because your ego's scared that it's gonna die by connecting with source, but also it's been a while since you've been connected to, source on that level. So it's kind of like, wait, what's this? But it's letting the flow of that energy and that information just pass through your vessel, and deliver it on that manner. You know, that's why everything I always suggests to, stop overthinking and just go with the flow. Like right now, it's very important for us to just go with the flow of our intuition. Meditate, clear your mind, and go with the flow of your intuition. You know what I'm saying? Because all this over analyzing and being in your egotistical mind is what take you from being in alignment with your inner source. And matter of fact, like for us entrepreneurs or anybody just trying to manifest anything, you know what I'm saying? It If you're blocking with your ego, then you're not getting the insights and the information and the intuitive impulses to put yourself in the right place to take care of what you gotta take care of. You know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, basically when you're tied to ego, you're being something that is already defined. You know what I'm saying? Like being in your ego is something defined instead of being like your inner source, which is a field of pure potential. You know what I'm saying? Like that's why the emptiness. You know what I'm saying? The empty mind. You know what I'm saying? And cleaning out the body. All that has to do with making space in order for the to have space to create from darkness. Let there be light. You know what I'm saying? They had to have the canvas of darkness for light to shine. You know what I'm saying? So that darkness also like the dark matter and atoms. You know what I'm saying? What CERN keep clashing them atoms for. You know what I'm saying? Is that dark matter is potential. You know what I'm saying? Potential to be whatever. All of this chair, all of this is none of this is solid. Like this illusion of being solid is, it has the emptiness and potential within it. And that's how we manifest things, because we send those vibrations out, and then the emptiness within the atoms form into whatever, that we want to manifest, and it end up coming into a physical manifestation. But that's basically it. I just want to, definitely get the point across of that we are vessels, you know, not for, don't think for a second that you're actually controlling things, like of course when we in alignment and what I'm saying, that's the thing, like is because we're in alignment and we letting our inner source, our higher self flow through us. So it feel like, oh yeah, man, I just thought about that and bam, it just came. But in essence, it's more of two because of, say for instance, like with your inner being, like if you do claim to, say for instance, think of something like visualizations. When you visualize things, that's kind of like, even then when you think that's like, all right, that's my ego wanting these things, but nah, you signed a soul contract before you came down. So in essence, your your higher self knows, what to send you as far as visualizations or desires on that level too. You know what I'm saying? So everything comes from your higher self. It's not necessarily, coming from your ego on a physical level. You know what I'm saying? Everything comes from your higher self, and that's why it manifests so quick because it's coming from your higher self. So if it is something that where you, in essence, had the thought, quote unquote, for lack of a better word, it's really like you just channeling down. You know what I'm saying? Something that already exists in you, in essence, a desire that already exists in you. But when you have that quote unquote thought, you know what I'm saying? That's just, source, basically source already know of that desire, know of everything. That's why I have. That's what I wanted to say. That's why it happens so manifest so quickly because you're in alignment with source, with your inner being. But peace. Damn. Happy now. Now is a vibrate, of course. Not too far in the future. Not too far in the past. Right now. Peace.